Welcome, boys and girls, to year 3 of the 007 reviews. In this month of November, we have 10 Bond movies for review. So we're going to get started with the first one now that introduces Roger Moore. Let's get it going. Live and Let Die is the 8th James Bond film in the series, of course, and stars Roger Moore in his very first role as James Bond. This time around, you got 3 agents that are killed, of course, in MI6 and James Bond to investigate. We come into contact with a man named Mr. Big, whose alter ego is really named Kananga, okay? And James Bond has to stop him and his diabolical master plan. His main plan, of course, is to distribute tons and tons of heroin for free to drive other industries out of business, basically. Yeah, it's like that. This movie is very entertaining. I laughed my ass off a lot in this movie. It is awesome. Okay, this probably is the most funniest James Bond movie ever, and I don't think it was even trying. But it does, you know. And it's the very first James Bond movie where you have a black villain all the way through. Not to mention, all the bad guys are black. So that was kind of weird. That was kind of funny to see in the James Bond movie. So, hey, if we can have villains that are black, maybe it's about time we should have a black Bond. Maybe. Idris Elba, I'm talking to you. But yeah. Anyway. It was interesting to see the black guy as the villain in this movie, especially in the 1970s. I think they had the Black Panther movement at that point in time, which is interesting, so that was cool. That they got away with something like that. But the acting in the movie is pretty good. Roger Moore does a good job as James Bond, of course. The 2 Bond girls, I want to say 2, but I like the white one better than the black one, of course. Yeah, you know how I am. Anyway, she was hot, okay? She has some nice boobies too. But yeah. It's a little quirky, especially when it comes to the sheriff and their boat chases. The boat chase was nice though. It was a huge boat chase. Cause I say huge because it was a long boat chase, you know what I mean? Jumping from cross from boat to boat. And yeah, that was cool. That was cool. But yeah, that sheriff he made me laugh, but I think he kind of was over the top just a little bit, you know, especially him spitting out his tobacco and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, kind of overstayed your welcome a little bit, but I still enjoyed him. So it's kind of in between. He's kind of a mixed bag for me. But yeah, Mr. Big, or Kananga, whatever you want to call him, he was actually pretty good. I liked him, and I liked the ending of this movie too. That was kind of new. It was kind of funny. And then the one-liner Bond says after something happens there is funny. But when you think that's the end of the movie, it's not, because you got the train scene too. That was okay, not the best though, but it's a fitting end to another person that I kind of really didn't like. All he did was diss the whole movie. Yeah, he's bald-headed. You know who I'm talking about by this point. That's all he mainly does. With his fucking claw hand and shit. I'm like, somebody call Inspector Gadget. But Live and Let Die is an entertaining movie, and I really do like it. I thought it was pretty decent. Kind of quirky. So I'm going to give Live and Let Die a B+. Let me know what you guys think about Live and Let Die down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And I'll catch you guys in the next one.